Let's see, we got 15 cars, 219X, Jace Haynes. Row number 7 on the outside, Jacob Hanger on the 295. Tucker Clabe on the 255. Row number 6 on the outside, Lisa Giuliano on the 221. 229 is going to be Stonehall on the inside. Row number 5 on the outside in the 10th slot. The 202, Bergen McGrath. On the inside, it's going to be the 240. That is Jamison Miller. Row 4, Travis Jones in the 285 with Haley Berry. Haley Berry, sorry, in the 230. Wait, every time I do that. Row 3, on the outside, Jared Giuliano in the 223. 245 of Maverick Openshaw. Row 2 on the outside, Mike Childress, the 288. On the inside, Truly Adams in the 289. Row 1, on the outside, Talon Martin, the 211. And on the pole, the 213 of Brody Martin. Talon was the fast qualifier with the inversion. Starts on the outside.
All right, Canadian Pace vehicle off into the infield right now. We're getting ready to go green as the 213 will lead us here through the Optima Batteries green flag. So Talon, Brody Martin, Mike Childress, Truly Adams, Jared Giuliano, and Maverick Openshaw right there. So the 213 looking up the inside right there, that's Brody Martin.
All right, here they come. Look at this, side by side. Martin and Martin, how about that?
Preferred line right here coming for Brody Martin up the inside right now. So a little swap from what we saw here in the opening lap. So the Martin bro getting after it. Here comes Childress, Adams, Jones, Berry. So great run here for our top 4, all kind of in their own little pocket.
And you can let everybody know at home, we are live once again on YouTube. Live track feed. Search it on YouTube, live track feed. Talon Martin, Brody Martin, little Mikey Childress, Truly Adams, and Travis Jones. It's going to be your top 5 as they come around. Haley Berry's going to be, Haley Berry, sorry, is going to be in the 6th spot. We got Jamison Miller, Bergen McGrath, Jared Giuliano, Maverick Openshaw.
So Talon able to get that position back here over Brody.
The Talon boys, boy, they're
All
just going to go
long,
side
man.
by side, yeah. This race is far from over from those youngsters. Talon's in the 211.
Dude, race
Brody
day weekly on the
213.
front cover right here.
Hey, look at that, right next to each other again.
The whole time. Synchronized racing as demonstrated by the Martins.
So Talon out front this time. Brody led the last lap by the stripe. Now it's Talon's turn. Truly Adams, how about that? Up to 3rd. Boy, talk about a young driver. It's really made some leaps and bounds. And, you know, Truly has been working hard. I've been seeing him in his kart racing, and it's really paying off here in the A.M. Ortega Junior 1 kart class. Mikey Childress doing well, too. Travis Jones sitting in 5th. Jameson Miller in 6th. Haley Berry in the 230 sitting 7th. Berger McGrath in the 202. And then you got Maverick Openshaw in the 245. But the Martin boys still going at it here. And look at this. Brody now takes the lead back. All right. You think they worked it out? You lead lap 1. I'll lead lap 2.
There they go again. It's another. So Talon back into that number 1 spot here over the 213 of Brody. But how about that? Truly Adams looking good here, just hanging tough there, that number 3 spot.
Talon getting a little bumper action going on there. Be careful, you don't want to take him out. It might be a long ride home tonight.
Yeah, every other lap, it's kind of mirrors each and every guy's time. So they steadily just start separating themselves from Truly Adams in that 3rd spot. So great run here out of both the bros out in front right now as we get ready to jump here into that competition yellow, Dave. So
and Talon, of course. Now every other lap has been swapped by these guys. A little bit of shake and bake. So as they get re-racked here, the 211 of Talon Martin out front, 213 of Brody Martin in 2nd, 289 Truly Adams, 288 of Mike Childress, Travis Jones in the 285 with Jameson Miller in the 240, followed by Haley. It looks like Barry's going to be in 7th in the 230. Berger McGrath in the 202. Maverick Openshaw, Jared Giuliano, Tucker Claybaugh, Stonehall, Jacob Hanger. And we got a few more here. And then you got Alyssa Giuliano. Optima Battery green flag is up. John, we're going to say green, green, green.
all right, so maybe we can keep tally on how many times they switch positions out on the track here, Dave. You want to bet?
Every other lap, and whoever's going to be on the last lap will take the win. Oh, this is going to get interesting here. Squeeze play.
Here comes Truly.
Yeah, Truly's like, oh! And they got tied up. Oh, no! Bumper's hooked.
Yeah, so that opens the door wide open right here for Childress Jones and Miller along with Haley Berry.
Yeah, that's going to move Haley up quite a bit there, too. Oh, no! 3 more cars tied up. Lions and Tigers and Bears, oh my. Okay, so Talon's still out there alive. Childress. Jones, I see McGrath. Then it looks like Giuliano, Jared, and the SC Fuels. So that's our leader, Talon Martin. And then Mike Childress, the 288, Maverick Openshaw, Bergen McGrath, Jared Giuliano, then Tucker Claybaugh, the 255, 229, Stonehall. So we got a battle back there for second and a battle also for fourth going on. And it looks like the white flag's going to come out. One more lap to go. Talon Martin has got the breathing room. He's just got to keep the rubber side down and keep the throttle open. And look at this, open shot giving old Mike Childress the old desert bumper rub. I think I'm going to learn that one from Dad. So there it is, the Yamaha Taylor flag says Talon Martin. And here we go, open shot, Childress. And it's gonna be Mike Childress and Maverick Openshaw. That was one of the best runs I've seen from Mike and Childress on that one. That was a good run. You must have taught him that desert bumper, get out of my way. Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned. We got some awesome racing action going. Over 170 entries, over 31 Junior 1 karts. The future of the sport is strong. You couldn't get better racing conditions, so stay tuned for some awesome Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Bushwhacker is the leading brand of fender flares, and we've been doing just that for 50 years. Bushwhacker's drive to make superior products stands the test of time. Brands this experienced don't survive by cutting corners or dodging hard work. Combine sky-high ambition with a splash of good timing and see what makes true innovation. Bushwhacker, the original fender flare.
I hereby solemnly swear to stand on the gas,
leaving all others in my dust.
undisputed,
Forever.
until the end of time.
Check Demand performance? Want the best? You want it now? Then look no further than KarTech Off-Road. KarTech employs the most knowledgeable sales staff providing unmatched customer service. With extensive inventory, worldwide shipping, and a 9,000 square foot showroom, we are ready to serve you. From weekend recreation to professional competition, KarTech has the parts you need. Stop by, call us, or check us out online at kartech.com. KarTech, we are.
Mikey, and how about young Maverick up here? You're all Utes. Get all the Utes up here. Man, seeing the Ultra Bucks being handed out. That's so awesome. Thanks again to Ultra Wheels. Big round of applause here for Maverick Openshaw, Mike Childress, and Talon Martin on top of the box here. And I'm going to go ahead and get started up here. Gavin, want to come on up? You can. Yeah. Come on up, Gavin. Not a problem. There you go. Going up there with them. There you go. All right, let's go ahead and how's it going, man? That was a crazy race out there. A lot of carnage. You found yourself deep in the field, and all of a sudden you're in a podium position.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy race. I think that was the craziest.
Did you have fun?
Yes, I had the most fun I have ever had in my eternal life.
And it's been a long life, right?
Yes.
A lot of time. Why don't you tell me about your favorite moment out on the track right there?
I think one of my favorite moments was like when I'm like going down the straightaway, and then I'm just looking at all those cars, and I'm like, okay, make the progress now.
And you did.
Yes, I did.
Well, you got some people to thank for being up here, bud?
Yes, I do. I would like to thank PRP Seats, Easy Up, K1 Speed, Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series, my parents, my grandparents, my aunts, my uncles, and my friends for being out here to support me. And there's one more person. I'd like to thank Brett from BND and
Give a round of applause right there for young Maverick Openshaw, everybody. Great job. Gonna move it over to Childress, and man, this is your best race I think you've had, right?
yeah,
You liking this? You're going, I can get used to being up on the podium?
yeah.
Let's tell you about this crazy race, because you're deep in the field there, a little bit of carnage going on. You avoided it, and now you're standing on the box.
Yeah, that was definitely crazy. Just followed the white car, and then once he just took out Brody, I knew I just needed to go around him and just keep it clean.
Well, you stayed clean. That's why you're on the box, right?
Yeah.
You want to thank the people, Mikey?
Yeah, I want to thank Roadrunner Market, USDA Prime, my mom and Clamp and my dad from having a big wreck yesterday in practice for staying up all night and fixing my car. And yeah, I'm super thankful. And I would like to thank Steve Poole for letting me come out here and get on top and get second place.
Give it up for this young man right there. Awesome job, Mikey Childress. And I'm going to move over here. You got Talon Martin. Going to go ahead and give you your $50 from KarTech. And, well, you're getting to be a real regular up on top of the box here, huh?
Yep.
So a little bit crazy going on. You and Brody were literally switching, spots back first, second, and then fortunately Brody got tied up.
Yeah, it was a crazy race. We were battling back and forth, and once Brody got taken out, then it was just like focus on making my lines right and don't spin out.
So is it a little tough with you and Brody? You guys were so equal, and going back a little bit of rivalry going on?
Yep.
Well, you came out on top today, right?
Yep.
Who do you want to thank for being here today?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, BND Performance, M&M Cutomatic, Sunset Sign Designs, and my grandpa for paying for my entry, and all the people who came out to watch the race.
Talon Martin, everybody give it up for this young man. And I'll tell you one more time, a great job for Maverick Openshaw. Congrats to Mikey Childers getting up on the box here. And once again, Talon Martin hanging out with Gavin up here on the top of the box here. Whoa, it's warm down here. But it looks like the flags are waving, a little bit breezy up there. And I wouldn't want to be running over in that thing right now. John, back to you.
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned. We got some awesome racing action going. Over 170 entries, over 31 Junior 1 karts. The future of the sport is strong. You couldn't get better racing conditions, so stay tuned for some awesome Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Bushwhacker is the leading brand of fender flares, and we've been doing just that for 50 years. Bushwhacker's drive to make superior products stands the test of time. Brands this experienced don't survive by cutting corners or dodging hard work. Combine sky-high ambition with a splash of good timing and see what makes true innovation. Bushwhacker, the original fender flare.
I hereby solemnly swear to stand on the gas
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned. We got some awesome racing action going. Over 170 entries, over 31 Junior 1 karts. The future of the sport is strong. You couldn't get better racing conditions, so stay tuned for some awesome Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Bushwhacker is the leading brand of fender flares, and we've been doing just that for 50 years. Bushwhacker's drive to make superior products stands the test of time. Brands this experienced don't survive by cutting corners or dodging hard work. Combine sky-high ambition with a splash of good timing and see what makes true innovation. Bushwhacker, the original fender flare.
I hereby solemnly swear to stand on the gas,
leaving all others in my dust.
undisputed,
Forever.
Ebert. And after the conversion here this morning, the 576, excuse me, of David Gasper will be your top qualifier for today's modified kart main event. All right, so the field gracious enough. We will not be going green this time by. We will allow that driver to get to the tail end of the field right now. So the 533 machine of Anashi just joining us. So again, the two drivers up on the front row right now, starting on the outside. That's gonna be that 577 of Ethan Ebert with the 576 of David Gasper. And Lorenzo Benacchi will be joining the field now. All right, so we will fall right into place right there. That will be the 8th position. So Lorenzo will be starting in that 8th spot, and I know some clapping up here. Just tell that driver to settle in. We've got plenty of racing ahead of us. And great, in times past that we visited here, we haven't seen these drivers really going the full distance up until the last time, and so great to see the modified cars actually getting to stretch their legs a little bit, me and Dave have been saying, and go the full distance here around this Glen Helen track. All right, we're off into the infield with our pace vehicle. We will be seeing the green flag drop. And we're off into turn number 1, Glen Helen. Gasper, Ebert. Oh, we have a couple drivers coming together, unfortunately looking like maybe an early turn. And flips his way off into the infield. So once the dust settles, we can get a number for that driver.
So they're going to go ahead and re-rack the field on this one for sure. Check the driver all out. That's imperative for sure. All right, we're going to do the old trophy cart shuffle here. Get them all lined back up in the right spot here. I know there's a song in there somewhere. Trophy cart shuffle. So back to the original starting positions and how they lined up, but to called out there, John. They're going to put them back in those spots again, do a complete restart here. Dude, let's see here. Got Gasper and Ebert on the front row. Gasper is going to be on the pole position. He's in the red machine there. Ebert in the, call it like a teal and bright orange and black. Then you got Canuck. There, and then you can see the 538 Lydia Small. Mason Prater in the 505, Eggleston. Both Brody and Trey there. Somebody's snap, crackling, and popping down there. Yeah. I mean, they got to be moving, get some airflow over those radiators.
Yeah.
Start losing horsepower when those things get hot, for sure. Yeah, John made a good point, boy. Yeah, you ever seen when they get one of these exhausts, they'll literally glow bright orange,
You can almost see through
blue.
it. Translucent kind of. It's really
Yeah.
wild. So yeah, these guys, these motors certainly hot, and these drivers a little bit hotter probably in there. So
Yeah,
hopefully we'll be
they
able
want to
green.
get this restarted
Yeah,
as soon as
absolutely.
possible. You're
They're
right.
trying to-
You're like, get some air moving over me. That's why I always tell these young drivers, Pedialyte, Pedialyte, Pedialyte.
Yeah, you never liked the taste. I love the taste now.
Yeah.
you know how much it helps, and again, these drivers, and I think it could be sucking a little bit of air. You could be hearing that popping from that. So just depends kind of what these guys are going through, but nonetheless, still a lot of racing ahead of us here.
Yeah.
Again, this is our modified kart main event, 12 laps the distance.
Oy.
And then following these drivers, we will get into our mini stock and mini open along with our open V8 drivers. You guys should be in staging. And then our still at production 1000 and production turbo clashes, which obviously you know Haugen and Nelson gonna do battle there. So lots of good racing still ahead of us, and especially right now, we just gotta get it sorted out, get these kids settled in.
All right, here we go. Green, green, green. Look at this. Canuck applying pressure to Ebert as they come into turn number one. It's going to be Ebert. Canuck, Gasper, and looks like Prater sneaking up to the inside. Gasper trying to hold on next to him. Oh, no! Up and over. Prater got a little out of shape, and Gasper, unfortunately, was right there and helped him over.
You know, Canuck really made this hole happen right here, pushing the leader down into turn one. So Canuck doing what he needs to do to try to get to the front right now. So again, we're just racing to this yellow. So let's see if Canuck, this is going to be for that position. And obviously these two don't want to let one get the edge over the other here. So there we go, the race here into the yellow.
So for the folks at home, if you're watching.
All right, so it looks like we will be getting sorted this time. And we're going to go green right now. So leading it, Kirsten Hernandez.
Oh, Brody Eggleston making a big move to the outside. Ebert Knupp. And it looks like Brody Eggleston.
Oh, look at Knupp looking up the inside. Unfortunately, not much room right there. All right, so we got a lap in, Dave.
No, not yet. Don't count your chickens till they hatch, John.
Here we go. Look at all that horsepower Knupp putting to the ground right here, able to make the move over Ebert here to lead what could be lap number 1.
So it looks like Luke Knupp's going to lead this one. Brody Eggleston, Ethan Ebert, then the 585 machine, Catherine Jones, Trey Eggleston, David Gasper, Lorenzo Bonacci.
How about Eggleston coming from the 6th spot, so has had to make some moves to get through the field into that number 2 ride. But Knupp, man, we saw what he did. He pushed Ebert into that lead right there on the start. And that's what it took to get out to the front right now, especially after this new restart. So Knupp, Eggleston, Ebert, Jones. So it looked like Brody, he's got some horsepower right there, a little bit of motor underneath that machine.
So Knupp still feeling the pressure there from Brody Eggleston. Ebert, oh, look at this. Going to the inside. Knupp gives him a little room there. Knupp still is going to have the inside line. Brody
Great bit of
backs
driving.
off.
Great bit of driving right here from these 2 young men.
So much talent out there in this field.
So smooth. You see just not scrubbing speed, just on forward momentum. Not worried what's going on behind him. That's what happens to some of the drivers a little bit teared off in the field as they start thinking about the drivers behind them and not looking forward and, you know, where the race is in front of them.
Ebert kind of by his lonesome back there in third. And then Trey Eggleston. And then David Gasper back there trying to catch up.
So Brody taking on a bit of roost right now and trying to find any line he can just to try to get around this driver. So trying to go wherever Knupp is not. All right, so the competition yellow is out. We'll get these drivers back in position and we'll continue on racing, heading to the checkered here for the modified kart main event for round number 6 of the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. We appreciate everybody joining us here in the famed hills of Glen Helen Raceway. And of course, everybody tuning in at home, if you have anybody that's maybe trying to catch the action from the tube, head on over to YouTube in the search engine and type in live track feed. Type in live track feed and you guys can catch myself and Dave up from in the announcer's booth right here and call all the racing action. Yes.
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
So you know what's kind of funny is seeing Lorenzo Bonacci. Tomorrow I'll be out Lake Elsinore if you guys want to go check out a jet ski race, but his uncle Tommy Bonacci will be out there racing.
That was pretty funny.
Yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
All right, so we have the pace vehicle off into the infield. K&N safety response vehicle. That's the optimal battery.
Green. I love when they start because so nobody can hear us when those things start.
Did you say something?
Did you say something?
All right, back to the racing, Dave.
You talking to me?
Oh, Knupp trying to stay up that inside, not allow Eggleston to try to get the run, but check out the 577 of Ethan Ebert. Now trying to get back into the mix.
And look at this. It looks like I'm watching a miniature Pro 2 race out there. Oh, look at this. Side-by-side action to left the inside line. Brody Eggleston, can he hold on to that speed there is the question. He does. Luke Knupp down into second. Ethan Ebert still holds on to third. But don't look now, but here comes Trey Eggleston, David Gasper, Catherine Jones, Tommy Bonacci, Lydia Small. And John says, what?
Yeah, Brody driving quite the race right now. Unfortunately, Knupp, it looks like he's maybe broken.
Oh, no.
Oh, maybe a little bit of a mistake right there. Not really sure what happened. It looks like the vehicle came to a slow a little bit.
Well, you know what? He was pushing it pretty hard.
There he is, yeah, pulling onto the infield, unfortunately, for Knupp, so. Not sure, unfortunate there. But how about up to the front right here? Brody. So Eggleston, Ebert here in the number 2 spot. So if I'm not mistaken, I think Eggleston was one of those drivers in the very first wreck in the first corner into the infield. He actually flipped, and look at, I think he's in the 3rd spot.
Yeah. And of course, you know, Mason Prater.
That was who it was. So it was Trey Eggleston, that driver, and down in the infield. Thought he might have been out, and look at him.
Just when you think you're out, you're back in.
These things are like marbles. They just bounce off one another, that's it.
Yeah, that's a good analogy, actually, John.
They're built so solid.
Yeah.
You know, just checking out some of the carts that Attain was shooting, and he showed me it was like a $100,000 car, dude. Like, it was a modified car. It was a $100,000 modified car. I'm not even kidding you.
These things are, you know, sometimes they're bulletproof, sometimes they're as fragile as a Pro 4.
Where you can't buy a lemon.
From Toyota of Orange.
Yeah, and it happens. You're absolutely right. Just the cars. You see it a lot in sprint car racing too, and probably karting also, where it doesn't feel right, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
It's not square.
I don't know what you said, but I agree.
It's not square. No, some of the different nuances of the cars and the vehicles, like in the jig when they're built, or, you know, sometimes they're just not straight.
Yeah. So there's the white flag, Brody Eggleston in the 514, the 577 of Ethan Ebert. And Trey Eggleston, who was so deep in the field, now up to 3rd. Gasper, he was up in a podium position, got shoveled back, trying to scratch and claw his way to a podium, but sitting just outside the bubble. The bubble is Trey Eggleston. That thing sounded like it was on the chip.
Here we go, Yamaha checkered flag flying here for the 514 of Brody Eggleston, your winner, with Ethan Ebert, the 577 in the 2nd spot, and Trey Eggleston will be joining us down on the podium in that 3rd position.
Yeah, boys. The Egg Boys. The Egg Boy bookends.
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned. We got some awesome racing action going. Over 170 entries, over 31 Junior 1 karts. The future of the sport is strong. You couldn't get better racing conditions, so stay tuned for some awesome Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Bushwhacker is the leading brand of fender flares, and we've been doing just that for 50 years. Bushwhackers' drive to make superior products stands the test of time. Brands this experienced don't survive by cutting corners or dodging hard work. Combine sky-high ambition with a splash of good timing and see what makes true innovation. Bushwhacker, the original fender flare.
I hereby solemnly swear to stand on the gas,
leaving all others in my dust.
undisputed,
Forever.
until the end of time.
Especially in this heat. Dude wasn't even sweating. Like AC up in there. Chew. Trey, man, you did some work right there. I believe that was you on the infield on that first opener. Dude. What kind of battle did you have to put in just to try to get to the front after, man, all the melee?
Yeah, it sucked. I flipped at the beginning, and I was just pushing just to go for it. I think we had some damage to the car, so I was just pushing as much as I could just to not get past and pull off the podium.
Well, you're sitting certainly in the middle of the field, and then that happened. Hey, valiant effort to get right here into this position in the third. Man, that was definitely hard charger of the day. Who'd you like to thank?
My mom, my dad, DJ for helping out this weekend, Travis, Josh, Above All Construction, Solaris Energy, Sparko for the amazing suit, Altura Credit Union, Rugged Radios, VP Racing Fuel, CBR, Troy Adams Coaching, and everyone else that helps out. Thank you.
There he is right there. That's Trey Eggleston, hard charger. Ethan, congratulations to you, man. And man, you guys pushed to the front, you and Canup, so you kind of had a few different faces that you saw throughout the races. Tell us about that opening lap and kind of everything that was going on in that car.
The opening lap was just crazy because all that was going through my mind was, okay, I got to get a good start, And everybody out there was pretty clean. It was all just a fun race and all just good racing out there.
Yeah, it looked like some clean, fair racing. And who would you like to thank?
I would like to thank my mom and dad for actually supporting this and being able to let me race. My grandpa and grandma, Vision X, Sunwest Supply, Puffin for the t-shirts, and then my sister for always coming out. And Daniel, who used to be my spotter, and then Jimmy, Extreme Machine Fabrications, and yeah, that's all I want to thank. Thank you.
Hey, man, that's a good one right there. That's Ethan Ebert, your second place driver, and Brody, man, dude, put it down on these guys right now here today. You got to feel good about yourself stepping out of that car. Tell us about that race.
Yeah, it's been a while. Got to be back in the cart. A lot of carnage at the beginning of the race. Got to make it through and then make a couple passes to the front, and we were able to take the win. So super pumped going into Reno. So hopefully we can do the same there.
Yeah, good head of steam heading into Reno. Who'd you like to thank?
My mom, my dad, DJ, Justin, Josh, Travis. You know, these guys were working their butts off on this car, getting it ready. So shout out to them, always getting this thing fast. And I can't thank my grandma for coming out enough, and Above All Construction, Solaris Energy, Chris Salzar, CBR, Rugged Radios, and anybody else. Thank you.
That's Brody Eggleston right there. He's about to pound that chocolate milk for you guys. So modified kart winner Brody Eggleston taking home the win, followed in by Ethan Ebert in that number 2 spot, and then sitting in third, Trey Eggleston, the hard charger in the race right there, finding himself in the 3rd spot. So that's going to do it from down here on the podium. We'll send it back up to Dave, and we'll get ready to restart our next race.
And John, I'm going to throw it right back down to you. Oh, I got it back.
Boomerang, Dave.
All right, looks like we have mini stock, mini open, open V8. Yeah, because you put it on the microphone.
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned. We got some awesome racing action going. Over 170 entries, over 31 Junior 1 karts. The future of the sport is strong. You couldn't get better racing conditions, so stay tuned for some awesome Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Bushwhacker is the leading brand of fender flares, and we've been doing just that for 50 years. Bushwhacker's drive to make superior products stands the test of time. Brands this experienced don't survive by cutting corners or dodging hard work. Combine sky-high ambition with a splash of good timing and see what makes true innovation. Bushwhacker, the original fender flare.
I hereby solemnly swear to stand on the gas,
leaving all others in my dust.
undisputed,
Forever.
until the end of time.
Demand performance? Want the best? You want it now? Then look no further than KarTech Off-Road. KarTech employs the most knowledgeable sales staff providing unmatched customer service. With extensive inventory, worldwide shipping, and a 9,000 square foot showroom, we are ready to serve you. From weekend recreation to professional competition, KarTech has the parts you need. Stop by, call us, or check us out online at kartech.com. KarTech
is the ultimate power source. Look for its colored top and six-pack shape at a dealer near you. OptimaBatteries.com. Make cleanup super easy and super fast with Rockstar Energy Drink is designed for those who lead active lifestyles. From athletes to rock stars, available in over 20 flavors at convenience and grocery outlets in over 30 countries. Rockstar supports the rockstar lifestyle across the globe.
From action sports, motorsports, and live music, for more information, visit www.rockstarenergy.com.
Think you're getting a good deal on insurance for your motorcycle, dirt bike, or ATV? Go to geico.com now or call 1-800-44-CYCLE and get a free rate quote. You might be surprised to see how much you could save. Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance. MAV TV is your destination for all things motorsports. TV home to all of the Lucas Oil Motorsports. MAV TV televises off-road, endurocross, modifieds, motocross, and the World Rally Championship, to name a few. MAV TV is available nationwide on DirecTV and Dish Network and on most cable providers. Visit mavtv.com, that's MAVTV.com, for more racing information and demand your MAV TV. Financial
Lucas High Performance Motor Oil, advanced racing technology for everyday cars and trucks. It reduces friction heat and coats your engine with a tougher, longer-lasting film for maximum protection. Along with its cooling action, Lucas High Performance Motor Oil cleans your engine and protects against sludge buildup from stop-and-go driving. For maximum protection, use High Performance Motor Oil, made in America, sold to the world. Old Smoky Tennessee Moonshine retails in 8 flavors. As your power steering pump ages, seal leaks may occur, causing the power steering system to lose fluid. The power steering pump may develop an annoying squeal, and your steering may become more difficult to handle. By using Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak, you will stop the leaks, reduce the slack in the rack and pinions, eliminate the squeals and trouble spots in your power steering system. It is guaranteed to stop leaks or your money back. Lucas Power Steering Stop Leak, it works. KMC. One of the main reasons for poor vehicle performance is a dirty fuel system. It can cause decreased fuel economy and actually do harm to your engine over time. By adding Lucas fuel treatment to your vehicle, it cleans and lubricates the entire fuel system, pump, carburetors, fuel injectors, and valves as you drive. It also improves your vehicle's performance. It's non-solvent product designed to protect both gasoline and diesel engines. Lucas fuel treatment, it works. K&N now offers performance wrench-off oil filters that are built to withstand most extreme racing conditions. Offering a premium synthetic filtration media, these oil filters are compatible with today's synthetic oils and allow for high flow rates associated with them. A hex-headed nut welded to the top of the filter makes for easy installation and removal. Make your move to K&N Performance Filters. Visit us online at knfilters.com. Old Smoky Tennessee. K&N filters were originally developed in the extreme demands of off-road racing. After 40 years of US manufacturing, the original design still holds true. K&N's high-flow air filters are built to provide increased horsepower, long life, and the valuable protection you need to perform in any condition. K&N's vast collection of performance long-life air filters covers just about every vehicle on the road today. Whether it's a big rig, semi-trucks, diesel pushers, RVs, motorhomes, cars, trucks, motorcycles, ATVs, if you're serious about performance, long life, and quality, choose K&N high-flow air filters, performance oil filter, or a complete intake system. Make your move to K&N Performance Filters. Visit us online at K&N Filters.
All right.
All right, we're green here
Check.
to turn number 1. So Schoen's going to be leading it. Jacobus. So a little heavy right now here, Dave.
Yeah, see how they separated them out there. So the open V8s there, mini open. They got some mini stocks.
Oh, so it looks like a Jacobus.
So Nick Schoens, who's in the 31 second, that's going to be first in his class, what I'm showing here.
Oh, Jacobus up against the wall right here, coming out of the
Oh,
line.
no. I was talking to Eric and it said brand new motor in there. Just literally still breaking the motor in. They just changed oil after qualifying. But Schoen's battling back there in the 31.
Oh, so how about Wheels?
Oh, yeah.
Wheels into the infield right now, so. Still retains his position. So great little battle up here in the front with Jacobus here and Schoen. So Schoen's in the memorial run right here for senior, for Pop Schoen's. So looking up the inside, let's see if he can get a run. And, whoa. Jacobus using every bit of the track right here. Oh, that's not good for Schoen's at 21. All right, so from one side of the track to the other for both these drivers. Just seeing where the best line is out there. So Caitlin out in front having some fun to the battle. Behind there will be Pinto, Roberts, and Eatman. Well, as Beccaro, so Steve Wheels. So the 1405 of Navarro up the inside, so we'll get around Pinto. And back up to the front here in turn number 5. Schoen's looking up the inside. Let's see if Jacobus holds her line. So racy little duo up front. So Caitlin Jacobus, Schoen's. Beccaro's fallen back a few positions, but it was Navarro over Pinto. And then we'll look for Roberts, Eatman, and Johnson. So we'll get to the flag stand. We'll give you the rundown. So it is Navarro, Pinto, Beccaro coming through. There's Roberts. Followed in by the 56 of Noah Johnson. And great to see Reno out here having some fun with us, the 1405. I haven't seen Reno for a minute, I felt like.
It's been a minute or two, you're right. Yeah.
Always great getting Reno up here, having some fun.
Always part of the G Brothers crew.
Yeah, good dude. So with Pinto, Roberts, and Jacobus is falling off as Schoen's leading it. Oh. Did she fall off or no? Did she make a mistake? No, I guess not. That's what's weird. All right, so here we go under the competition yellow.
Yeah, it's Galen Jacobus out front in the mini open. Second is Nick Schoen's running that to the Pops, the memorial wrap on there. That's pretty cool. So a nice, beautiful, warm day here at the world famous Glen Helen Raceway. Hello, everybody. I'm Dave Arnold, joined aside John Simonovich. John, I'll tell you what, it's Africa hot out here.
Yes,
the
it
natives
absolutely
are
is.
restless.
Yeah, it's been one of those days, and it's hard because you get kind of towards that end point of the season, and emotions are high, and obviously the heat, that doesn't help anything. And man, championship points are really kind of the top of the are the topic right now. So We've seen some new points leaders in the championship here in some of our kart classes, so certainly something that we can look forward to here in some of the classes still to come throughout today.
Yeah, of course, with the reschedule of this race here, of course, with the tragedy and the tornado that hit Lucas Oil Speedway, the Wheatland race was rescheduled. So for the Nationals, it's going to be a 2-night event right here in September. So when we were going to run the Nationals one day, regional's going to be the next. So they moved, since they moved this is now going to be, it could be considered a throwaway race or any other races. Now, if you had a DNF, not a problem, but if you had a DQ or a black flag, you can't throw that away. So that's the important thing for people to know. But if you had a DNF, still got some points, it was your low points, you could throw that race out. Could be this one or another one.
Yeah, well, it looks like we got these drivers restacked here, and we should be getting back to green and racing right now here as we're going to get set for our mini stock, mini open, and open V8 drivers. So Jacoba's going to lead us right here into this Optima Batteries green flag, Dave.
And we're back to green flag racing.
So again, Jacobus. Shones out here doing it for Pop Shones. We're all doing it for Pop Shones.
Oh, look at this. Tries to go for the move. Caitlin gets a little wiggle waggle there. Tries to make him check up a little bit. Now he's taking the long way on the outside around. Caitlin will have the inside. Look at this. Outside, inside. That's where you want to be when you go into turn 6.
Get the
on
run
the
right
inside.
here that we're seeing right now. And that was
There
what
it
it was going
is.
to take, was just that right there, to get up alongside, get the right position on the inside, and take the position. Here we go. So Shones should be getting this spot where he feels he needs to be, right up in the front. So Jacobus going to put down a battle right now and see if she can now chase down our leader.
So the new sign art, new wrap on that machine out front. And Caitlin Jacobus, the JE Racing, the red and black machine in second, battling back there, our former leader.
Yeah, Jacobus not scared to kind of stick it in there, so I think you're going to see some close racing. Jacobus said keep it straight, but I think what we did see was a mistake out of Shones early. And, there you go, another mistake. So that's kind of got to limit those, especially against the barrier right there. So let's not see if something maybe had happened to that rear end. I hope not.
Yeah, and then, of course, we go back to the mini open leader. That's going to be...
there you go, I think...
Open V8 is Reno Navarro. Then you got Mark Pinto in the mini open. 3 different classes. We will have 3 different podiums as we conclusion of this race.
Oh, Shones running it deep right there into turn 1. So Navarro now trying to get up into the mix right now too. So they had that separation, but look at Navarro now trying to run these guys down. So Shones using every bit of the track here, Dave.
Yeah, and of course Reno's running a 1400 Desert truck setup. He's doing pretty good on the short course, I gotta say.
He looks smooth.
And look at this, the battle is far from over. Jacobus and Shones, door to door, tit for tat, as they say. As they come around turn number 5 to head to the jump, Jacobus, but here comes Shones. He knows he doesn't want to be in that outside position. He wants inside. So you can see him get on the binders, slow up a little bit. And right around the long way.
Well, it looks like a misshift maybe right there out of the 67 machine. And with 1 lap to go.
Hello.
Coming in hot.
Boy, I can tell you those RPMs are screaming there. Jones gets on the binders hard.
Jacobus getting a little bit close there and makes a mistake, unfortunately. So there you go. That just opens it up here for Shones. I think this will maybe do it. So Jacobus, man, ran a great race all throughout this whole main event, but Schoen's gonna come out on top, it looks like, here on that final lap. So here we go, keep it straight into the Yamaha checkered flags, doing it for Pop Schoens. Give it up for Nick Schoens, at number 31, taking home your win in the Mini Open main event. Jacobus looking for Navarro. So Navarro off, unfortunately not gonna finish.
Is it for her father or his father?
His father.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I think it's his father. Yeah, I think the father's name was Nick too, so I think he's junior maybe.
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned. We got some awesome racing action going. Over 170 entries, over 31 Junior 1 karts. The future of the sport is strong. You couldn't get better racing conditions, so stay tuned for some awesome Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Bushwhacker is the leading brand of fender flares, and we've been doing just that for 50 years. Bushwhacker's drive to make superior products stands the test of time. Brands this experienced don't survive by cutting corners or dodging hard work. Combine sky-high ambition with a splash of good timing and see what makes true innovation. Bushwhacker, the original fender flare.
I hereby solemnly swear to stand on the gas,
leaving all others in my dust.
undisputed,
Forever.
until the end of time.
Demand performance? Want the best? You want it now? Then look no further than KarTech Off-Road. KarTech employs the most knowledgeable sales staff providing unmatched customer service. With extensive inventory, worldwide shipping, and a 9,000 square foot showroom, we are ready to serve you. From weekend recreation to professional competition, KarTech has the parts you need. Stop by, call us, or check us out online at kartech.com. KarTech, we are.
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned. We got some awesome racing action going. Over 170 entries, over 31 Junior 1 karts. The future of the sport is strong. You couldn't get better racing conditions, so stay tuned for some awesome Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
All right, Mark Benno, you look like you feel a lot better getting that suit down. A little warm out there.
Yeah, it's a little toasty. Been that way all weekend, but you just adapt.
So this is a race you had to really fight your way through. I mean, you know, they were running out front there. You were trying to sit back there, but starting to slowly creep up, and you had, I think Reno was right in front of you.
Tough to keep up with those open minis. They're very fast, so yeah, we're happy with the third. At least we're back up on top of the podium, so that's good with me.
So that makes it feel that much better just to be up here, and I know you had some people to thank.
Yeah, my family, my friends, One Life Trauma Kits, Pure Blend Science, General Tires. Yeah, that's about it.
Give it up for Mark Benno, everybody here, third place here. Gonna move it over to Caden Jacobus. Brand new motor, just broke it in, and looked like it ran pretty good. Yeah, you had the top spot for a while, and then you know Nick came back, and then of course you get it back, and then Nick gets it back. That had to have been fun though.
Yeah, it was a great race.
So what was your favorite part about that one? Because there was a lot of action going on.
When he came apart and it was like competitive. It was a fun race for that.
You like it? It pushes you a little bit, drives you, right?
Yeah, it gave me more like a boost to like try harder.
That's always fun. That's what makes it special. And I know probably want to thank Pops for helping you get that truck back together because you had to come out and have fun.
Yeah, of course. It took us days to fix it and get a new motor in.
Definitely, and it worked out. And he said the braking oil was still in the truck, and he changed the oil, and sounded like it. You turned the RPMs up.
Yeah, when we saw him, we had to like change the rev limiter.
Need some more power, Pops.
Yeah, exactly.
What would you want to thank Caitlin for being up?
Mickey Thompson, American Raps, my father, Trenton.
There you go. Give it up for Caitlin Jacobus, everybody. Fast young lady, and Nick Jones. They got $50 car tech, and was noticing, you know, I'm loving the wrap there, and I guess found out that it's something memorial to Pops for Gary.
Yeah, our dad just passed away Monday.
So this is very special for you to be up here in memory. I know it's a tough one, but makes your heart feel good to do this for him, right?
Oh yeah, got the win for him. And I knew it was gonna be a battle right in the first corner. Got a shovel full of mud right in the face. I'm like, game on, it's playtime. So that was a fun race battle towards the end.
Well, it's a good thing if you're gonna do it in his memory. You put on a good race for him.
Yeah, he's pretty proud of that one. I'm pretty sure.
I know he is. No, I know you got some people to thank, buddy.
Family came out. Sign art, the rap, SRD, and yeah, that's all I really have. And my dad. Don't forget Pops.
Nick Jones, everybody.
Dad.
Your dad, do you still his chocolate milk?
No.
You gonna drink his chocolate milk?
Bring my chocolate milk.
Yeah, there you go. He goes, it's my chocolate milk now. There you go. Give for Mark Benno, Caitlin Jacobus, and Nick Jones. Of course, it's great in a memorial of his father, Mark, taking the win. And mini stock, Jeffrey Eatman, Ryan Venegas, and Tim Roberts. All right, Jeffrey Eamon, man, you look happy to be up here. It was a warm race for you.
Yeah, it was very long. This is a fun track to be in. I thank General Tire and my family for coming out. It was a blast racing with these guys. These guys are quick. They just got lucky today, but I'll see if it's the next one.
Definitely. Thank anybody else?
Just my family, General Tires, my sponsors, Brian from BDR, Travis at SRP, my mom, especially, Lainey, kids. That's it. Thank you.
Congratulations, Jeffrey Eamon, everybody. And I'm going to Ryan Venegas over here, second. Good little battle going on there.
Yeah, it was fun with the mini stocks. It's always a battle. I mean, we have the same weight, same power, all that stuff, and a little bit muddy out there. But yeah, it's just on Jeff there, and he just kind of got a little squirrely at the end and just managed to hit that clutch a couple times and got it. So a lot of fun out here for sure.
It's always to make it the last one to get that better position.
Absolutely, yeah. So I'd like to thank General Tire, my dad, my brother for spotting me, my wife, Eric Jacobus, the Claybaugh family, Bud's Tires, and everybody else, and all the fans are out there.
Ryan Venegas, everybody, and Tim Roberts didn't wait for that chocolate milk to get warm. He got it nice and cool there. Speaking of nice and cool, you got the Ultra Chiller on there. Good job.
Yeah, these suits are amazing. If you guys don't have one of these, you should really look into it. Just in staging alone, it's just changes everything. And you obviously know this is mental and physical and all that stuff. This just, what a difference it makes. UltraChiller.com, it's awesome. Yeah, that was a good time. The truck was super muddy in a couple spots where for us, we lose any momentum and we're out, and we just dive in these puddles, just, and that was it. Great time. I don't know what happened. These guys did a slow start, so I took advantage, and that's what you got to do. But I want to thank Lucas for this amazing thing. I want to thank my spotter. Trevor stepped up. That's Rob Orr's kid, or his brother's kid, his nephew, and did an amazing job. My spotter's in Fiji. My daughter's in Fiji right now watching. Hey, Samantha. Hope we're having a good time. And General Tire and PCI and Ultra Chill, like I said, all the guys that help us do this. This is fantastic. Thank you so much to the Perfect family as well.
Tim Roberts, everybody, just give a big round of applause for him. And one more time for course, Jeffrey Eamon, Ryan Venegas, Tim Roberts, and Reno Navarro. No, Reno. Okay. Well, Reno was first in his class. Congratulations.
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned. We got some awesome racing action going. Over 170 entries, over 31 Junior 1 karts. The future of the sport is strong. You couldn't get better racing conditions, so stay tuned for some awesome Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Bushwhacker is the leading brand of fender flares, and we've been doing just that for 50 years. Bushwhacker's drive to make superior products stands the test of time. Brands this experienced don't survive by cutting corners or dodging hard work. Combine sky-high ambition with a splash of good timing and see what makes true innovation. Bushwhacker, the original fender flare.
I hereby solemnly swear to stand on the gas
leaving all others in my dust.
Undisputed
Forever.
until the end of time.
Demand performance? Want the best? You want it now? Then look no further than KarTech Off-Road. KarTech employs the most knowledgeable sales staff providing unmatched customer service. With extensive inventory, worldwide shipping, and a 9,000 square foot showroom, we are ready to serve you. From weekend recreation to professional competition, KarTech has the parts you need.
All right, so as our Steel Production 1000 and Production Turbo drivers make to the track, the 904 of Haley Hine will be starting in the 10th position. And inside row number 5, we'll go to the 951 of Sid Woods. And up to row number 4, starting in the outside in the 8th position, in 937 of Mia Chapman. And the 994 of Dustin Nelson will be starting in the 7th position. And jumping up into row number 3, starting on the inside, the 777 machine of Chelsea Haugen, with Christian Noble starting outside row number 2. And up in row number 1, we'll go to the number 2 position of 7072 of Katie Vernola, and the 713 of Chance Haugen for our production turbo class. So turbo drivers will be starting in the front row. And following them, we'll go to our Steel It Production 1000 classes with the separation, as you can see. So our pace vehicle off into the infield, and we're green, green, green here to turn number 1, our production turbo class. So Chance Haugen, Katie Vernola will lead us here into turn number 1. So great to have Vernola back. I know she took some time off here between the season, and she's joined us right back here at the regionals here in Southern California.
Looks like we got a car, a little problem on the front straight.
Yeah, Sid Woods, unfortunately, he had some issues on the Sunday of our last round. So round number 5 actually did not finish and tore up his car pretty good, he said. So he's glad to be back out here racing, but not the way you want to get started here early on. So Sid Woods looks like he got a little bit of ground to make up. So it looks like it will be Haugen going to be leading us here, the 772. Oh, excuse me, Vernola with the 746 of Christian Noble. So it is Vernola, Noble, Nelson coming through in the production 1000 class leading it with Mia Chapman. And Sid Woods.
It's so hot down there.
All right, so Katie Vernola finds herself in that number 1 spot right now. That's the 772 machine Gonna lead them around here another lap. So this is our production turbo class. Vernola, Noble. Nelson coming into the picture now. Again, Nelson leading the Steel It Production 1000 class, the non-turbo drivers. So some issues there for Chance Haugen, unfortunately not going to join us. Oh, Vernola's car looked like maybe shut off.
Oh, no.
Because it's so hot maybe, huh?
It could have gone into limp mode. Yeah, those Polarises are known for that. Back up and running again.
Ah.
Katie, of course, also campaigns in the Pro Light category. The Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series.
Yeah, and everybody tuning in at home, a great perspective right there from down on track.
That's a great camera view.
Yeah, great camera view coming down into turn number 1. So Tane Media would like to thank them for bringing you guys this live coverage right here, courtesy of livetrackfeed.com. If you guys are anywhere around, head on over to YouTube in the search engine, and you guys can check it out, live track feed, and catch all the racing action here from round number 6. So now it's Dustin Nelson out in front. So having started in the back of the pack is now Nelson out in front leading overall. Christian Noble leading your Turbo UTV class. Mia Chapman in second for your production class. And then Vernola in second in the Turbo class. So still an opportunity to get on the podium considering.
Yep. You know, you can always expect with this heat, see a little attrition.
And it's done it again, so.
Yeah, that thing's going into limp mode. And then you'll see it get power back. There it goes. Well, the smart thing is to stay out there and get points if she can. So it's Nelson, Chapman, and looks like Sid Wood, Production 1000, and the turbos, it's Christian Noble. Haley Hine and Katie Vernola, top 3.
So still struggling with those issues, unfortunately, for Katie Vernola, as we are at that competition yellow for Dustin Nelson in our production class. And we should be seeing the 917 of Mia Chapman. So there she is right now.
Yeah, Mia having an incredible race here. Little life-saving breeze going on right now. Suck it in. So that beautiful Polaris XP4 1000 Canon, making that thing breathe clean, and of course, nothing better than having a Canon filter with all that great Lucas oil in the motor, especially on days like this. These synthetic oils that help dissipate the heat and less viscosity breakdown like the Lucas Oil Racing oils that a lot of these drivers use.
All right, so we got them restacked, and we're going back green here. Dustin Nelson will lead us here for the Production 1000 class, brought to you by our good friends at Steal It. So it's Nelson, Chapman, and then your turbo drivers will go to Christian Noble with Chelsea Haugen.
Just a little bit of Christian Noble, not all of them. Oh, no, looks like Katie getting a little push there off the track. Just to collect some valuable points. We made it past the halfway point of the race. Just to point that out.
So great test right here for Mia Chapman. See if you can kind of hang with Dustin Nelson. Kind of been untouchable here in this production, and more so than not in the SR1 class. So certainly a driver you want to follow here. So let's see if Mia
really
Chapman.
watching his lines. You can see Mia paying attention to those lines. Right on it. So it's still Nelson, Chapman, and Woods, top three. Then the turbos. Christian Noble, Haley Hine, and it looks like Chelsea Haugen. She's going to round our podium if it stays the way it is.
Yeah, she's a good battle right there. Oh, up on two here into turn 5. That might have been Haley Hine. I believe it may All right, so here comes Dustin Nelson again, leading the Steal It Production 1000 class. Mia Chapman in tow, putting in a great run herself. Great to see her back up in San Bernardino Fairgrounds, and joining us right back here for round number 6. And putting in a great drive is Mia. Here comes the 951 of Sid Woods. So Sid got off to a bumpy start, but made his way through the field here and finds himself 3rd overall and currently 3rd here in the Production 1000 class. As we head on back to the Turbo, it'll be Haley Hine leading the Turbo class with Christian Noble and Chelsea Haugen in that 3rd spot. So white flag. So there we go. White flag is out for Dustin Nelson. The 937 Chapman coming through. Good battle right here. Oh, Haley Hine looking up the inside and actually banging the doors down right here of Sid Wood, the 951. So Hine in that turbo trying to run down Sid Wood.
And there it is. Dustin Nelson takes another win here in his Yamaha YXZ. Coming in second with a great performance, Mia Chapman in the 937 Polaris. And looks like it's going to be Sid Woods rounding out their production turbo. How about that? Haley's going to take that top spot with Christian Noble second, and Chelsea Haugen going to round out the podium here today. How about that? A couple of ladies on the box. Oh, Haley's on a turbo. They got her down as turbo here. She's production. Okay, that's maybe a recorrection. I'm going off what they have in my paperwork. We'll get that clarified here. We're only as good as our teleprompter.
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned. We got some awesome racing action going. Over 170 entries, over 31 Junior 1 karts. The future of the sport is strong. You couldn't get better racing conditions, so stay tuned for some awesome Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Bushwhacker is the leading brand of fender flares, and we've been doing just that for 50 years. Bushwhacker's drive to make superior products stands the test of time. Brands this experienced don't survive by cutting corners or dodging hard work. Combine sky-high ambition with a splash of good timing and see what makes true innovation. Bushwhacker, the original fender flare.
I hereby solemnly swear to stand on the gas,
leaving all others in my dust.
undisputed,
forever,
until the end of time.
Demand performance? Want the best? You want it now? Then look no further than KarTech Off-Road. KarTech employs the most knowledgeable sales staff providing unmatched customer service. With extensive inventory, worldwide shipping, and a 9,000 square foot...
Early on, and not only that, in between races too, it sounded like you had some issues after round 5 and got to put you behind a little.
Oh yeah, it doesn't help when your steering wheel comes off in the front straightaway. So pull to a stop, straighten it out, get back into reality. Yeah, last race I did a full-blown flip in the front straightaway and bent my lower subframe in the back, and thank God for Heim joints. You can get it close, but it's coming slowly. Got to add that to my checklist. Pull on steering wheel before you get in the car. And
yeah, that would be a good one. Sid, good run though up to this position. You're in 3rd. Obviously, some great contenders right in front of you. Who would you like to thank?
Woods Motorsports, Strategic Industries Group, Rubidoux Tires and Wheels, Summer Brothers Axles, Boulder Springs Crew, local neighborhood racers, and everybody that's helped me out in the pits. Everybody in the pits here is really cool. I've always got a bolt-on spotter whenever I come out. It's kind of cool because I don't have a lot of people to come out and spot for me, but it's coming.
So is that an analogy? You need 1 by 4?
Exactly.
There you go. That's
need 1 by 6.
There you go. Sid Woods right there, taking home that 3rd spot in our production 1000 class. And Mia joining us back up here on the podium. Great to have you out here. You joined us right up on the hillside in San Bernardino. What drove you back?
Yeah, it feels good to be back up here after this year's been a little rough, so we're just trying to figure out the car, and I think we're finally starting to get it dialed in. So a big thank you to Pep Performance for all the time and work they put on this car. It's definitely come together, so it was a good race.
Awesome. Who else would you like to thank in closing?
I want to thank my mom, my dad, Red Bull, Extreme Machine Fabrication, Kicker Audio, Rugged Radios, AIM Sports Data, Dynajet, Sparco, Black Rhino, Team Wildcat Racing, Torco, Shurcan, and everybody else that comes out to support me.
There you go. That's Mia Chapman. Great to have you back. And Dustin joining us here in that top spot. And nice to have you back. Saw you on TV the other day, and now I get to see you in person. This is beautiful.
Yeah, I got to watch a world record go down last weekend, so that was cool. But yeah, just a bunch of us stunt guys doing fire safety for Vicky Golden on the firewall thing. But just right down the road, San Bernardino Airport, sweating our butts off just like here. But yeah, man, huge thanks to Lee and all the people at Lucas that put this stuff on. I know this race got a date change, so we don't have quite the show up that we usually get. But hey, man, these races are so fun. I'm not going to pass one up. I've had a great year so far. This makes we've won them all so far in the production class. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, on a day like this, man, thanks to Yamaha for such a rad platform, the YXZ 1000R, GBC tires, DWT wheels. On a hot day like this, CBR radiator and oil cooler in my cars, and they're killing it. They're running strong and staying cool, and I'm the only one overheating.
Well, this dude's obviously killing it right here. That's Dustin Nelson taking home the Steal It Production 1000 win over Mia Chapman in 2nd and Sid Woods coming across in 3rd. So we'll switch some gears here. We'll get our production turbo drivers. Dude, the stuntman almost just went down, dude. Was that intentional? All right, so Christian Noble, come on up here. Chelsea Haugen in the 2nd spot, and Katie Vernola coming across in 3rd. Hi, Katie. Hi. Good to see you again. Been a little while?
I was out in the desert scene for a little bit, and I decided to come check on the short course, and boy, have I been missing out, and I'm excited to be on 3rd.
Yeah, it's cool checking out your family here, your dirt family. Who would you like to thank?
Oh boy, where do I even start? XComp, Super ATV, X-Brite, Boxo, GSP, so much for prepping my car, X-Brite, geez, where do I even begin? There's so many people that come together, Maxim Oil, K&N Filters, that make, the puzzle come together. So I got to thank each and every one of you, and check out kdvracing.com.
There you go. That's Katie Vernola coming off in 3rd in the turbo. Great to have you back. I don't have to, but I will if you want me to put my arm around you. Chelsea, good to see you, girl. Coming up here in 2nd. That's got to feel good, and obviously a talented field right in the mix. So tell us about that race.
Oh man, that race was crazy. I'm so happy to actually finish a race. The last month I've been in 3
pretty rough wrecks, and I'm so happy to be up here and actually finish a race. I have 3 people that I really want to thank, Andy and Rowdy for putting my car back together week after I've gone and rolled it. My spotter, Bradley Morris, thank you so much. I've grown so much as a driver with you spotting for me, so I can't thank you enough. I'll just go into thank you my sponsors, Polaris, Super ATV, Fox Shocks, Rugged Radio, Digital Dirt, Hoosiers, Pinnacle Off-Road Motorsports, Performance Off-Road Motorsports, my brother, I'm sorry buddy what happened to you, we'll get you back and going, my parents, Lee and Poppy, thank you everybody, it's been great.
Great to have you up here, Chelsea Haugen, taking home that number 2 spot, and Christian Noble, dude, beating out the chicks right here. That's got to feel good.
It's nice to be surrounded by women.
Hey, that is a good feeling. That is absolutely a good feeling. Autographs after the podium speeches here. So, yeah, tell us about that race.
Hey, I got some new GBC tires this week, and I'm really pumped that they were hooking up. I got to work on my suspension, get that thing dialed in, and stop fighting the car a little bit. Things will get better. But big thank you to my competition, Donnie and Andy from Pinnacle Off-Road Motorsports. They helped me out last night. My car was coming out of gear. I didn't think it was going to even make it to the track. So thank those guys. Dirty Deeds Industries, BA Mufflers. The car sounds pretty rad, doesn't it?
Yeah, sounds great. It does.
BA Mufflers and America's Finest Home Inspection. My wife Lily for spotting me, and Tribute Sport Fishing. I wish I was on the water today.
I think we all wish we were on the water. I was in the pool right here. Hey, anything else in closing?
No, just thank you all for helping me get here, and it's great to get my first win. Sucks that chance DNF for me to get a win, but yeah, hope to see him out.
I think you had him covered the whole time. That's Christian Noble right here, taking home the win in her production turbo class, with Chelsea Haugen in second and Katie Vernola coming across in third in her return. So I'll send it up to you, Dave, as we got a few more main events still ahead.
Thanks, and again, congratulations to you all on the podium down there. Christian, Chelsea, and of course, Katie. Good to see you back, Katie.
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned. We got some awesome racing action going. Over 170 entries, over 31 Junior 1 karts. The future of the sport is strong. You couldn't get better racing conditions, so stay tuned for some awesome Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Bushwhacker is the leading brand of fender flares, and we've been doing just that for 50 years. Bushwhacker's drive to make superior products stands the test of time. Brands this experienced don't survive by cutting corners or dodging hard work. Combine sky-high ambition with a splash of good timing and see what makes true innovation. Bushwhacker, the original fender flare.
I hereby solemnly swear to stand on the gas,
leaving all others in my dust.
undisputed,
Forever.
until the end of time.
Demand performance? Want the best? You want it now? Then look no further than KarTech Off-Road. KarTech employs the most knowledgeable sales staff providing unmatched customer service. With extensive inventory, worldwide shipping, and a 9,000 square foot showroom, we are ready to serve you. From weekend recreation to professional competition, KarTech has the parts you need. Stop by.
5 and Gunnar Kennedy in the 382. And there we go. Gunnar Kennedy on the inside, Brister on the outside. Evan Bradford in the 305, right behind him, limited buggies, and he got the 1600s. Joe Wiley, Kevin Streety, Michael Clarisi, and Kent Lothringer.
We call them the good old boys, man. They're just out here doing it.
Now, didn't Joe and his wife just have an anniversary, I think?
I don't know.
You believe?
Oh, maybe so. So Kennedy looking good out front. He does have the monkey, Matt Brister, right there in that number 2 spot, all over him. So Evan Bradford also looking great there in that number 3 spot. So kind of a new deal here this season for Evan Bradford now in the limited buggy.
Oh, Brister goes around. Sorry about that, John.
So there you go. That's that opportunity open up here for Bradford. That's just a little win right there. And I think before we know it.
Evan's like, thank you very much. Yeah, I tell you right now, though, he was able to still hold on to that 3rd overall position. It's great to see 4 1600 Desert buggies out there. Love seeing that.
Like I said, them the good old boys right there. Starting with
I bet
Wiley.
you they're Lothringer chassis. Are there any Chensworth in there? Maybe.
Oh, here we go. Looking up the inside.
Bradford goes by. And again, a big thanks to General Tire, stepping up for the limited buggy class, helping those guys out.
So Streety made the pass here on Whiteley. So Streety now moving up into that number 1 spot. Look at them just stuck together. Oh.
I mean, the limited buggies, they're stretched out. Be interesting after the competition caution, but I'll tell you, all the 1600s, and these guys are Dyson. I'm loving it.
Check out Streety. Streety's already put himself in a good position. A few car lengths over Whiteley. Clarici, here comes Lothringer.
Gotta thank Kent. He's always helping these guys, all of them get out here, limited buggies, and all these guys doing their setup.
Yeah, always. You always hear Streety always thanking Lothringer. And Lothringer joined us up on the podium just in our last round. So hopefully we'll see a repeat of that here for round number 6. As he does have a little bit of working way in the what looks to be the 936 of Michael Clerici and Whiteley, and then of course Streety up in front.
Look at this. 3 wide going into turn 1 almost. Streety all by his lonesome, but man, the 1600, there's a battle. Lothringer making a pass. Here we go. Greasy, Whiteley getting shuffled back there. So Streety, the 936, Michael Clerici, and then Joe Whiteley and Kent Lothringer.
So check out Brister, man. Still having some trouble here with Bradford as Bradford hangs tough right there in that number 2 spot. So again, that early mistake there out of Brister, that could just,
Yeah,
that
exactly.
That's valuable points right there.
Yeah, it is. You're correct. Especially if we look at the championship standings here. Speaking of,
it looked like Clerici made a mistake, and he'll find himself in the back now. So these guys are just flip-flopping. So still Streety, Whiteley, Lothringer, Clerici.
Say that 3 times fast.
If you need me to, I will.
The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. So Joe Whiteley's got her points lead here with 260. Kevin Streety, 6 points back. Clerici, he's 63 points out of the lead, 57 from Whiteley. I'm sorry, from Streety. And Lothringer got a total of 104 points. He's 156 points out of the lead. Didn't race the first couple rounds, but I'm glad he jumped in up in Victorville. Had a good time. But this one, going to battle out between Streety and Whiteley. Look at him. What they say, train them young right there. There you go. He's just advertising. I'll never tell anybody how to vote, but always vote for the one that votes for motorsports. Just saying, I think you guys could figure that one out. So it's Gunnar Kennedy, Evan Bradford in the 305, 355 of Matthew Brister. And then we get into the 1600s. It's Kevin Streety in the 1601, Joe Wiley in the 1663, Kent Lothringer in the 1683, and then Michael Creasy with a little GPS malfunction finds himself in 4th in his class. Here we go. Optima Battery says green, green, green.
Oh, Clerici unfortunately getting a bad start.
Ooh. You see Lothringer trying to make a move there. Uh-oh.
Oh, you know what? That was Whiteley unfortunately getting a bad start, it looked like. I think it was Whiteley.
You know, I always say these open-wheeled vehicles, whether it be limited, the 1600 Desert, Pro Buggy, really teaches you how to drive clean. You don't want to have contact with open wheels. These things will climb up, they will bite you, they will spit you out, and turn you into a mud pie. Or you just wreck your car.
Yeah.
Ain't good either way.
Pretty descriptive.
But look at this battle here. Bradford holding off the advances of Brister.
I think Bradford can hear his cheering squad.
Yeah. But Brister looking to do the sprung monkey. And look at this battle back here. Streeter and Lothringer.
So
Here
look at
comes
Whiteley on the
Wiley.
inside trying to get the move right here. Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Whiteley just punted
no.
him. Oh, he's going to offer him a cold
He
one
got
after.
dust boot.
He's going to have to give him dust boot after this. It better be a cold one, too. Woo! Oh, Mr. Joey Whiteley looking to make some moves right now.
Well, I don't know. Well, look, we got battles all over the place. Brister and Bradford. Bradford and Brister. Bradford's going to have the inside line coming up in the 305, the all-white machine.
You got to stay in it.
Oh, he gets a little bit on the binders there. Brister goes a long way around. You got to stay smooth.
So Bradford still hanging in there, trying to make some moves. Looks like still got a couple laps to go, so let's see if he can keep Brister honest here. As it's Streety. Whiteley now makes his move into that number 2 spot for this 1600 buggy class. And it's Clerici and Lothringer in the 4th spot. with the checkered flag in sight. Gunnar Kennedy, 1 to go. So Brister into second. Here comes Bradford. And in our 1600, still Kevin Streety, been hanging tough out front. Here comes Joe Whiteley. Michael Clerici and Ken Lothringer. And raise your hands right here and applaud your winner, Gunnar Kennedy. Takes home your limited buggy win, followed in by Brister. Bradford in the third spot, and still some battling out here on the track as Lothringer looks up the inside of Clearchi. Oh, it takes off the front end almost. So it will go to Clerici. So 1600 buggy looks like this. Streety, Whiteley, Clerici in that third spot, and Kent Lothringer, unfortunately, spinning out here in turn number 5, and will limp here into the checkered flag. So that's going to do it as we get ready to send it on down to a word with our winners.
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned. We got some awesome racing action going. Over 170 entries, over 31 Junior 1 karts. The future of the sport is strong. You couldn't get better racing conditions, so stay tuned for some awesome Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Bushwhacker is the leading brand of fender flares, and we've been doing just that for 50 years. Bushwhacker's drive to make superior products stands the test of time. Brands this experienced don't survive by cutting corners or dodging hard work. Combine sky-high ambition with a splash of good timing and see what makes true innovation. Bushwhacker, the original fender flare.
I hereby solemnly swear to stand on the gas,
leaving all others in my dust.
undisputed,
forever,
until the end of time.
Demand performance? Want the best? You want it now? Then look no further than KarTech Off-Road. KarTech employs the most knowledgeable sales staff providing unmatched customer service. With extensive inventory, worldwide shipping, and a 9,000 square foot showroom, we are ready to serve you. From weekend recreation to professional competition, KarTech has the parts you need. Stop by, call us, or check us out online at kartech.com. KarTech, we are.
All right, let's go and get my limited buggy boys up there, I believe. Yes, sir. Mr. Kennedy, Mr. Brister, Mr. Bradford. Come on, Bradford. There you go. It works like a triggered word. That was one heck of a limited buggy race, I got to say. Even in the 1600s were awesome, but Evan Bradford, boy, it looks like you're having fun out there.
Yeah, it's definitely a bunch of fun chasing these guys. Gunner, Matt, they're both really fast. Coming out of the mini stock, it's a completely different world, getting into open wheel racing, but I'm loving it so far, and I'm coming, trying to beat these guys soon.
Well, you got him a few times there. You got, Matthew, and you were dicing for a while.
Yeah, Matt's good. I feel perfectly comfortable with him going into a turn sideways, knowing he's going to hold his line. He's a good, clean racer.
Definitely, that's somebody you like to trust like that, but I know you got some people to thank.
Yeah, thank friends, family, parents, my dad for all the late nights on this, Mike Meehan, Meehan Motorsports for building an awesome motor, Kurt, DC Shocks, General Tire, Lucas Oil, of course, putting on an awesome racetrack, great weekend, and that's about it.
All right, there he is. Good up for Evan Bradford, everybody. And one of the greatest self-complained buggy dorks, I like to say, because, man, you guys are awesome. I always say it's open wheels. It's a lot harder because you got to be smooth. You can't just go bashing into somebody. It doesn't work that way in an open wheel car.
Yeah, that was for 3 cars. I think we put on a pretty good show. Having me and Evan go at it next to each other side by side for a whole lap was just nuts, and the rest of the race was really fun. Really, I got some stuff to figure out. Gunner is still pretty fast, so we'll go back to the drawing board and come back strong next time. But really, I had a blast today, and I couldn't thank you guys more for staying out in the heat and braving this, because this is hot. And I got to thank Fast Monkey Performance Engineering, Major Performance, Lothringer Engineering, General Tire for putting up the contingency money. It definitely motivates us to come out. And my mom and dad especially for coming out. My dad's not feeling well, so I'm glad he was able to make it to the race, because I was 50-50. And of course, everybody, thank you. And everybody in my camp too. Thank you guys for coming out.
Give it up to the monkey himself, Matt Brister, right there with a great performance. But speaking of great performance, Gunner Kennedy, wow, you just got out there, didn't look back.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun out there today. It was pretty hot, so like halfway caution, I pulled up my dirt skirt and kind of wiped off my mouth, clean out the sweat. It was pretty fun though. I mean, just trying to run consistent lines and get used to the car.
That dirt turns into mud when it gets up in there, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was a little nasty.
Well, I was good. Glad you had a good time. You got the chocolate milk, and I think you should thank some people.
Yeah, I want to thank Jared at Competitive Edge for making a pretty fast motor out here today. I mean, I think we made a decent bit more horsepower compared to the old motor. Ray Bates for helping build the motor also. My grandpa, today's his birthday. He really wanted to come out, but the mud run kind of didn't want to sit in that traffic. I want to thank all the fans that came out, sat through the traffic to get here, and Lucas for putting on a great event, Dirtbags for helping get us bags and keep everything organized, Kennedy Equipment for working on the car 24/7, and everyone else that helps out.
Big round of applause, standing tall, Gunnar Kennedy on top of the box, but more time, Evan Bradford, Matt Brister, and Gunnar Kennedy. Oh, wait, Gunnar, hold on. I forgot to give you a KarTech, $50. Whoa, a little bit of slide there. It gets a little slick. Joe, good to see you up here. Mr. Streety. Michael, good job hanging in there, especially after your miscalculation of the GPS there, malfunction. You took the long way around there. Well, Michael Clarisi, it was, you're on the box here. I know Kent was back there battling with you guys also, but even after your little malfunction of your GPS, I should say, and your off-country.
These guys will tell you that's norm. I'm all over them. The wheel isn't big enough, so I got to spin it a few times.
We get you a big bus wheel there, right?
Oh man, I'm grabbing for anything at that point. It was. It's always a lot of fun, especially with these cats. It's awesome. Everything that Lucas does, y'all put on, it's awesome. It's really great. We got to give a shout out to E-Power Steering and PRP and Extreme Graphics. They help us out a lot. My sons, Joey and Devin. Without them, as I'm sure everyone else will tell you, there's always somebody. Well, it's family. It's family that gets us here. Speed Strap, Gary Hogley. Everybody helps us out, and it's a wonderful thing. It beats the hell out of sitting on a rocking chair on the porch.
Amen.
Although today would be really nice with a nice cold beer and kicking back.
Well, you earned it after today.
Oh man.
Well, give a big round of applause, Michael Clarisi, and everybody with the first coming out here in the heat and making it happen here, third place. Gonna moving on here to Joe Wiley and. Joe, I mean, boy, in a black suit, you got to be a little warm up there, I got to say. But, man, you guys all put a show on. This is pretty cool. You guys are actually dicing out there.
It's getting tough. Believe me, it's tough out there. And a little contact here and there, but that's pushing it, man. Anyway, just want to thank my awesome spotter, Christian J. Hanks over there. Without him, I would be nowhere because he's the biggest motivator out there. Anyway, a big shout out to Lucas Oil. And especially General Tire, because they've just been a big support. I got a nice $2,000 check from them for all the wins last week, and that pays for the rest of the season. So thanks for General Tires. And that's it.
Joe Whiteley, everybody, a big round of applause on him. And Kevin Streety, man, awesome job. Saw you ping-ponging for a little bit, and then all of a sudden you got out front and said, see ya.
Yeah, it was working real good. I really like this new course. So I'm glad that they switched it.
You having a good time, and do you know what was going on, the battles behind you?
No, I couldn't see anything back there, so didn't worry about them.
Our spotters just, don't worry about it, just walk away, right?
Yeah, that's all he said.
Who would you like to thank, buddy?
I'd like to thank my brother, David, for spotting for me, and everybody at Lothringer Engineering for all their help, and Kent for all his help.
Kevin Streety, everybody, big round of applause for all these guys, Michael Creasy, and of course, Joe Wiley, and standing tall, once again, Kevin Streety. In a points battle, these two guys for a championship going for it. All right.
And thanks for these cold rags at the end. That is awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll be climbing into somebody's cooler later.
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned. We got some awesome racing action going. Over 170 entries, over 31 Junior 1 karts. The future of the sport is strong. You couldn't get better racing conditions, so stay tuned for some awesome Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Bushwhacker is the leading brand of fender flares, and we've been doing just that for 50 years. Bushwhacker's drive to make superior products stands the test of time. Brands this experienced don't survive by cutting corners or dodging hard work. Combine sky-high ambition with a splash of good timing and see what makes true innovation. Bushwhacker, the original fender flare.
I hereby solemnly swear to stand on the gas,
leaving all others in my dust.
undisputed,
forever,
until the end of time.
Demand performance? Want the best? You want it now? Then look no further than KarTech Off-Road. KarTech employs the most knowledgeable sales staff providing unmatched customer service. With extensive inventory, worldwide shipping, and a 9,000 square foot showroom, we are ready to serve you. From weekend recreation to professional competition, KarTech has the parts you need. Stop by, call us, or check us out online at kartech.com. KarTech, we are.
Starting in the outside, the 51 of James Gorman. And then the 75 machine will start in the number 1 spot here inside as we approach turn number 1. That'll go to Larry Hayes. So that is your rundown here for the Weller Racing SR1 Pro and Pro-Am division. Following these drivers, we will get into our Pro Buggy main event. And then the final race here of the afternoon will go to our FabTech Pro Light and Pro Open. So 3 more main events to go, and we'll be sending it off. And hopefully everybody's AC is working. All right, so we should be seeing the lights go out on our pace vehicle. We should get racing underway here for the Weller Racing SR1 Pro and Pro-Am. So Larry Hayes alongside the 51 of James Gorman, starting on the outside nearest the grandstands. Optima Batteries green flag poised, and we're racing. So it looks like the 91 of Matt Land actually trying to make some moves up the inside right now and take over that number 1 spot, but will not be able to do so as Hayes still leads it. Here we go as they approach the flag stand and wrap up lap number 1 here. It will go Dustin Nelson. So Nelson coming from that 4th spot now takes over the lead from Larry Hayes. So Nelson, Hayes, the 77 machine coming into the mix. That's Nick Perry. So Nelson still out in front. So still Nelson, Hayes. Hayes with a little bit of company here in the way of Nick Perry. So Hayes and Nelson, the only pro drivers, the AM driver, Nick Perry in the third spot, and then following Nick goes to Land, Erdeman, Gorman, and Alves. So again, our only pro drivers are Nelson and Hayes out in front, but Perry looking good right now. The 77 machine, that's the all black ride. Sitting in third overall is Erdeman, Gorman, Land, and Alves. All right, so it looks like this time by we will see that competition yellow here for Dustin Nelson, the 94 machine out in front. As Hayes and Perry falling off the pace here just a little bit as they come out of turn 5 and fast approach that competition yellow. So we'll rack them, restack them, we'll get back to racing. So Nelson, Hayes, Perry looking for Erdeman.
You got to wonder, these SR1s in the heat, the R1 motors. Well, while we wait for them to come back around and we rack and restack them here. Highlights for the folks at home watching on YouTube on the live track feed, and check out a little bit of the action that's happened earlier on here at round number 6, Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series, presented by KartTech. All right, here we go. It's Nelson out of turn number 1 here at Hayes and Perry. Side by side battling for second. Larry Hayes in the green, 75. And then you got Nick Perry in the 77. Brian Etterman behind him.
So Nelson untouchable here throughout this main event. Again, that's the Weller Racing SR1 Pro and Pro-Am. Call me in the morning.
So kind of a equal spaced out. Nelson looking to run away with this one here in his SR1.
Yeah, the real battle right here would be Perry, Erdeman, and Gorman. So let's see if these guys can try to catch up to the tail end of Perry right here and give us a little bit of a show.
So it's Nelson and Hayes in the pro class here for sure. Let's see. As well as Nick Perry in the Pro-Am. He's leading his class. The 56 of Etterman is going to be second in his class. And then the 51, James Gorman. Matt Land, the 91, he is third place in the pro class. And then Alvarez, it looks like he's going to be fourth in the Pro-Am. I think that made sense. Just saying. So if you have a white background, you're a pro. Great shot as they come down. A great static shot there for the folks at home. But the white background's the pros, the black is the Pro-Am. Nelson with a white background, pro. Hayes, white background, pro. Now Nick Perry, he's got a black background. He's the Pro-Am, so he's third overall, but first in his class.
right, there we go. White flag is out for your leader right now, Dustin Nelson. Looking strong. He will be joining out on the podium. Here comes Hayes. Perry. Erdeman, Gorman, looking for Matt Land, our third place driver in our pro class. And then Joshua Alves. So a couple hoop-de-doos here for Dustin Nelson and a few corners. We see you champion right now.
What do they say? A huck, a chuck, a turn, and a checkered flag.
Huck, a chuck, a turn, and a buck right there. Here we go, Dustin Nelson. Undeniable all day long, so we're going to take home 2 wins here this afternoon in our Production 1000 and SR1 main event. Here comes Hayes. Nick Perry.
Bye-bye.
How about Erdeman?
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned. We got some awesome racing action going. Over 170 entries, over 31 Junior 1 karts. The future of the sport is strong. You couldn't get better racing conditions, so stay tuned for some awesome Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Bushwhacker is the leading brand of fender flares, and we've been doing just that for 50 years. Bushwhacker's drive to make superior products stands the test of time. Brands this experienced don't survive by cutting corners or dodging hard work. Combine sky-high ambition with a splash of good timing and see what makes true innovation. Bushwhacker, the original fender flare.
I hereby solemnly swear to stand on the gas,
leaving all others in my dust.
undisputed,
forever,
until the end of time.
on-demand performance? Want the best? You want it now? Then look no further than KarTech Off-Road. KarTech employs the most knowledgeable sales staff providing unmatched customer service. With extensive inventory, worldwide shipping, and a 9,000 square foot showroom, we are ready to serve you. From weekend recreation to professional competition, KarTech has the parts you need. Stop by, call us, or check us out online at kartech.com. KarTech, we are.
Join me on the podium, fellas. Oh, yeah, you didn't even know. That's what I'm talking about. Coach. Matt, good to have you up here, buddy. You were taking on some roost right there. Look like you got a little, like you need to tear off for your suit.
Yeah, maybe one or two. I mean, we got in the mix there, but I think we just had some sort of electrical issue. We've been fighting all weekend, and it kind of caught us not in a good spot.
Yeah, absolutely, especially the heat and kind of everything going on the track. Who would you like to thank?
First off, I want to thank Danik Manufacturing and Moto Air International for making me a great fire suit. Evans Waterless Coolant for keeping us cool all week long. And I want to thank my family for coming out every weekend and supporting me. My dad for spotting me every weekend, always giving me the good lines. And I also want to thank everyone watching at home on Live Track Feed. And I want to thank Live Track Feed for allowing my fiance to watch at home. Thank you.
There you go.
I just want to thank all the fans for coming out.
There you go. That's Matt Land right there taking home that third spot. Larry, joining up here. Good to see you, man. How was the race out there? Tell us about that.
It was good. Good race. Clean.
Always clean between you guys. I know you certainly striving to get up here. And, dude, when's this guy? Just tell this guy to go take a vacation or something, man. That's what I'm talking about. Larry, who would you like to thank?
Yeah, we'd like to give him a handicap or something, one low tire or something. I'd like to thank Susie for spotting me, Baby Boo's Designs, Above All Heating and Air Conditioning out of Hesperia, RA Bachelor Co., and Rednecks Motorsports.
There you go. That's Larry Hayes taking home second. Dustin, congratulations to you. Sitting up top again. Got to feel good to kind of wrap up the weekend here for round 6 and finish it on a high note.
Yeah, I'm pumped, man. It's pretty hot out here, and the cars, I think all three of us, we ran pretty hot at Victorville the last race. And I hit up CBR. They got me an oil cooler for the SR1, and I went from running 240 plus on a less hot day than this in Victorville, and I just finished that race at 210, driving the crap out of it the whole time. So huge thanks to Clint, CBR Radiator, CBR oil cooler, making a huge difference on my SR1, letting me pin it all the way to the end instead of having to take it easy. And man, those things are fun to drive. Huge thanks to Black Rhino, who stepped up to be a huge part of my SR1 program this year. GBC tires are killing it. The TerraMasters are so awesome. It's cool to see more people out here running them. I know Gorman qualified. He started on pole. He was running them. And Christian, I think, that won the Pro Turbo UTV, he won on TerraMasters as well. So that's pretty awesome. DWT wheels. Cryo heat keeps my metal parts strong. Chains, sprockets, axles, CVs. On these SR1s, they are rough on drive parts, and cryo heat has kept me living for the last few years. So huge thanks to Josh. And of course, my wife, Coach Liz.
Coach giving you those gains there, Coach.
She's coaching me around the track up there on the spotter radio. So, she's taken some big strides lately in life and bought a franchise, and she's turning into a full-time coach of preschool kids, teaching them sports programs. So I'm pretty proud of her. She's been working her butt off, and to come out here and help me for a couple days is awesome.
There you go. That is Dustin Nelson taking home the win so graciously right there, and certainly can't do it without that family feels, getting them out here to have some fun. So big congratulations to Matt Land landing on the podium in third, Larry Hayes in second, and Dustin Nelson in that number 1 spot. All right, so we will get Nick Perry up here. Intermission, come on up here. And James Gorman. Busy track out there, man. James, having some fun out there with these boys?
Absolutely. That was one of the funnest things you can do pretty much anywhere.
Yeah, great run out there. Man, tell us about the track.
Track was really good to begin with. It had a lot of traction. I was really excited about that. It was a little intimidating to start on pole. Never done that before. And to have Dustin Nelson behind you and all those fast guys ready to chase you, it's a little nerve-wracking. But then it started going dry slick towards the end there, and started to get a little hard to hang on to. But I made it up here.
So it looks like you managed through. Who would you like to thank?
First of all, I'd like to thank GBC Tires. They kept it hooked up so good, even through all those different conditions, and the car would not be what it is without those tires. And, of course, Team Plus Bullet Liner, my boss Anthony, Danny Rambert for always coming out, Tintman 951, the Rockstar Garage, DH Graphics, and if there's anyone else I'm forgetting, I'm sorry, but it's a little hard to speak up here sometimes.
So you got some proud sponsors right there. That is James Gorman taking home that third spot, and Brian Erdeman coming across in third. Brian, got to feel good, man. Good mixture group of drivers out there. Kept you guys busy, I can imagine.
Yeah, it was, I didn't have a chance to get out here yesterday and practice, and finally got the car feeling right. I was a little disappointed because I knew it was going to be hot, but I didn't get that oil cooler like Dustin Nelson, but I'm going to hit up CBR for definitely because the car was out there. Light was going on, banging over 245, and I'd come over this turn right here, and it wanted to fall on its face, so I thought I was going to let it go, but it was a good fight. It was awesome, and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, we appreciate you putting on a show. Who'd you like to thank?
Well, first off, I'd like to thank Pan Pacific Mechanical for the entry fees, and I'd also like to thank my crew chief, Tony Cerrone, and second hand there, Robert Alatorre, for coming out in the heat, even though he had a heat stroke yesterday at work. Sorry, Robert. And first and foremost after that is my wife for letting me do this, and then my son, and I got a special group of people here today, all the way from Texas. My sister, I hadn't seen her in a couple years, and my nephew there, Parker, Peavy House. Thank you guys for coming out.
We love you, sis. Brian Erdeman right there taking home second, and Nick Perry. Nick, you were having some fun out there, man. I know you were chasing down these pro drivers, and tell us a little bit about that, because I know you were giving Hayes some fits.
Yeah, chasing out Hayes, and I about halfway through, my throttle started sticking and kind of sent me for a scary little moment a few times coming into turn 4. So had to back it off a little bit and try to get back in it, but didn't have much for him towards the end. Track was awesome. Track prep is amazing. Victorville was awesome. This was awesome. So it was a hell of a race, and it was fun.
Yeah, we appreciate that. And who would you like to thank?
First and foremost, my family, my wife and kids. They come out here and sweating it out with me almost every weekend. My uncle for spotting for me. Again, my kids, and my friend Vic that couldn't make it today. He helped me prep the car.
It's awesome. Nick Perry right there taking home your win right now for our SR1 Pro-Am division. So it's Perry, Erdeman, Gorman in your third position. So that's going to do it. Big congratulations going out to our winners, Dustin Nelson and Nick Perry, as we send it up to Dave with 2 races left on the schedule.
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned. We got some awesome racing action going. Over 170 entries, over 31 Junior 1 karts. The future of the sport is strong. You couldn't get better racing conditions, so stay tuned for some awesome Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Bushwhacker is the leading brand of fender flares, and we've been doing just that for 50 years. Bushwhacker's drive to make superior products stands the test of time. Brands this experienced don't survive by cutting corners or dodging hard work. Combine sky-high ambition with a splash of good timing and see what makes true innovation. Bushwhacker, the original fender flare.
I hereby solemnly swear to stand on the gas,
leaving all others in my dust.
undisputed,
forever,
until the end of time.
So Blythe, Drapkin, Briska, and Brister. All right, here we go. Green, green, green. Talk about hammer down. All right, as they come by, it's going to be Trevor Briska, Matthew Brister, Zach Drapkin, and Brandon Blythe. this. Brister carries a lot of speed off the jump, but right on the hammer is Briska. Boy, oh boy, it's like a tongue twister with these two. Trevor Briska, of course, running for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Fund, the JDRF. So it's really cool. He deals with that. Brandon Blythe and his Bunko. And okay, talked to Zach's dad and told me that changes, got a lock rear end in there now, and you can see Zach's a little bit more timid, learning how to do it, but both wheels spinning, a nice turn. And Blythe over rotates, hitting the slick spot. And it looks like Briska found a little bit more throttle. Brister slipped down a little off the pace there. And they're burping on the throttle. Little bit of work here with the 93. Looks like Zach's starting to get that setup down now in this car. Learning to use that locked rear end, the horsepower. Able to keep the car tracking. A lot of good guys to watch right there. Trevor Briska and, of course, Matt Brister. And there it is, the competition caution. We're going to re-rack, restack the field here.
Slick Mist Fast and Easy Speed Wax, Tire and Trim Shine, and Interior Detailer. Better than anything on the market. Spray speed wax on a wet or dry surface, wipe it off, you're done. Can you handle that? Lucas Interior Detailer rejuvenates interiors, and Lucas Tire and Trim Shine does wonders on tires and wheels. Lucas Slick Mist. It's easy, it works.
General Tire is proud to be the official tire of the Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series and a member of Team Lucas. General Tire has the hottest tires for today's cars, trucks, and SUVs. Whether you're pushing the limits in American muscle, rolling in style in a custom truck or SUV, or taking it off-road, General Tire has you covered. To check out all the tires offered by General Tire, log on to generaltire.com. With the strongest 5-second starting power, Optima Batteries is completely leak-proof and mount in virtually any position. It simply doesn't quit. That means you'll never stop. Optima Batteries is the ultimate power source. Look for its colored top in 6-pack shape at a dealer near you. And speaking of Optima Batteries, we are green, green, green.
Up and running once again here out front. Trevor Brister in tow. Zap Drapkin right behind him here with Blythe in fourth. And the Brister saga of chasing down Trevor Briska continues. You can tell Zach's a little bit more timid going into some of the turns here. Beautiful turn by those two drivers. All four of them. And look at this. Starting to catch up to him, it looks like. Now, Brister tends to stay a little later on the throttle here. Waits to get on the binders there, able to catch to Briska, but Briska quick out of the turn. The only thing is, 4 drivers, only 3 spots in the box. And right now, looks like that final battle is going to be between Blythe and Drapkin.
Briska just been shining actually all morning long. You just saw like he was oozing it, and he's doing it right now, holding off the monkey. Brister, not an easy feat by any means right here. So great run out of Briska, Brister, Drapkin, and Blythe.
Pro Buggies once again on the track. The number 59 of Trevor Brisker in the GRF, and then you got the Fast Monkey Performance BFG back car of Matthew Brister. Lothringer All Engineering on that also. Zab Drapkin back there in third, and Blythe. Looks like there's something going on with this car. I have a little problem getting it to hook up there. Winner, winner, chicken dinner for Trevor Briska. The number 5 of Brister and Drapkin going to round out our box. Brandon Blythe going to be rounding out 4.
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned. We got some awesome racing action going. Over 170 entries, over 31 Junior 1 karts. The future of the sport is strong. You couldn't get better racing conditions, so stay tuned for some awesome Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Bushwhacker is the leading brand of fender flares, and we've been doing just that for 50 years. Bushwhacker's drive to make superior products stands the test of time. Brands this experienced don't survive by cutting corners or dodging hard work. Combine sky-high ambition with a splash of good timing and see what makes true innovation. Bushwhacker, the original fender flare.
I hereby solemnly swear to stand on the gas,
leaving all others in my dust.
undisputed,
forever,
until the end of time.
Demand performance? Want the best? You want it now? Then look no further than KarTech Off-Road. KarTech employs the most knowledgeable sales staff providing unmatched customer service. With extensive inventory, worldwide shipping, and a 9,000 square foot showroom, we are ready to serve you. From weekend recreation to professional competition, KarTech has the parts you need. Stop by, call us, or check us out online at kartech.com. KarTech, we are.
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned. We got some awesome racing action going. Over 170 entries, over 31 Junior 1 karts. The future of the sport is strong. You couldn't get better racing conditions, so stay tuned for some awesome Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Bushwhacker is the leading brand of fender flares, and we've been doing just that for 50 years. Bushwhacker's drive to make superior products stands the test of time. Brands this experienced don't
Changed
survive.
a little bit. Hopefully we get faster and we can keep up with these guys more now because I felt more comfortable in the car than I have today.
And you looked at, I got to say, you guys for a while were starting to get right on the pace. And it's one of those things, learning the throttle control with a locked rear end, especially is a hard learning curve.
Yeah, I got to thank a lot of people that helped me do it as well. Matt helped me a whole bunch. He showed me how to do it, where to enter the corner. He's a mentor for me as well, as not just a friend.
That's very cool. And I know you got some other people to thank for being here on the box today.
I want to thank Redline, FabTech, AIM, AG Sand Cars, Sign Pros, my mom, my dad, Rugged Radios, PCI as well for helping me. Mason for being out here. My mom, April Winter in Crandon. I want to wish Corey Winter
good luck at ERX right now. Yeah, I think they are. So if you can, just go tune in.
Just turn the volume off. That's okay.
Thank you guys. I need to stop.
There you go, Zach Drafkin, everybody. Giving it to third place. And Matt Brister, no stranger to the podium here. And had a good little battle there, you know, watching you. And Trevor, you'd be right there. And you can tell some corners you carry a little bit more speed, but he had a little bit quicker exit.
Yeah, considering our cars started as the same, we've kind of built them to how we like to drive, and it's fun to see where his car is better than mine and my car is better than his. It's a lot of fun, but I think at the end of the day, we're both pretty fast. That was a nice taste for what's coming in the national race. It was good to feel the track and see what it would be like at a more racy pace, and I'm excited for that night race here coming up. The car was flawless. Track was a little wet, but it definitely makes you a better driver, especially when driving with the lockers. I got to thank Fast Monkey Performance Engineering, Lothringer Engineering, my mom, my dad, Kent, Kevin, David, everybody for coming out and helping in my pits. And it's hard to convince people to come and wrench on your race car when it's 107 out. So I had a city of people helping me. Roush Performance Engines, the motor was kicking, and really, it was a bullet today, and hopefully it stays like that. Foreign Transmissions, Funco Motorsports, Legacy Brewing, and BF Goodrich Tires. Thank you, everybody.
Give it up for the monkey himself, Matt Brister. Wow, this microphone's getting hot, and the black's just sucking it in down here. And you guys look a little warm in the suits, but feel pretty relieved, I bet, standing tall on top of the box here, Trevor.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it was a tough race. I could hear Matt back there the whole time from the start, and actually stalled going into turn 4 on that first lap, so that gave me a little bit of a worry. But it's definitely cool to get out here, have the opportunity to race these, even when it's 105 out here. And I can't thank everyone enough that helps me. My dad, my friends come out, tough it out in the heat. Fab School, just graduated from there, learned a bunch of new cool tricks, so that's good. And then Mickey Thompson giving us some different tires to go play with, and super happy with the way those are working out. The boys at Funko, JDRF, iBox Springs, Fortin Transmissions, Fox Shocks, and yeah.
Well, if you need anything else, we got you a $50 gift certificate to KarTech for the win today, and big congratulations, Trevor Briska, everybody. Give it up for Zach Drafkin, and of course, Matt Brister and Trevor Briska standing tall on top of the box. So we still got uno más race to go. We'll be ready for this one here. The Pro Lights, the FabTech Pro Lights coming out next.
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned. We got some awesome racing action going. Over 170 entries, over 31 Junior 1 karts. The future of the sport is strong. You couldn't get better racing conditions, so stay tuned for some awesome Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Bushwhacker is the leading brand of fender flares, and we've been doing just that for 50 years. Bushwhacker's drive to make superior products stands the test of time. Brands this experienced don't survive by cutting corners or dodging hard work. Combine sky-high ambition with a splash of good timing and see what makes true innovation. Bushwhacker, the original fender flare.
I hereby solemnly swear to stand on the gas,
leaving all others in my dust.
undisputed,
Forever.
until the end of time.
Demand performance? Want the best? You want it now? Then look no further than Kartech Off-Road. Kartech employs the most knowledgeable sales staff providing unmatched customer service. With extensive inventory, worldwide shipping, and a 9,000 square foot showroom, we are ready to serve you. From weekend recreation to professional competition, Kartech has the parts you need. Stop by, call us, or check us out online at kartech.com. Kartech, we are.
So looking like a few drivers now making it here to the grid. So starting in the 8th position, the 31 of Nick Schones, the 42 of Jeff Gorski, starting in the 7th position. Jumping up into row number 3, starting in the 66 of Corey Mack. And then 3rd row inside in the 5th position, the 92 of Hugo Reyes III. Pro line driver starting on the 36 machine. On the outside, that's going to be Kyle Knott. And alongside him, going to the number 5, starting in the 3rd position, Mason Cullen. And the front row here, the 10 machine of Dylan Cochran, and your top qualifier here. Give it up for the 6 of Brandon Arthur. All right, so we're under green now. B. Arthur out front, the 6 machine aboard the MAP TV ride. With the Shell machine, the 5 here of Colin. 36 right there of Kyle Nod. Here comes Hugo Reyes. The 66 of Corey Mack and the 42 of Jeff Gorski.
So Arthur out there in the Pro Open. Just getting more seat time out here in race conditions there. That MAV TV, Pro Traffic Solutions, of course, Stronghold Motorsports, Toyo Tires. But Mason Colin in that Shell back machine. Kyle Knott, Hugo Reyes, Corey McClenathan, and Jeff Gorski.
Corey Mack having some fun right there, trying to trace down Hugo Reyes.
Man, it's so cool to watch Brandon just flick that Pro 2 around the track. Colin, though, is holding with him, as well as Kyle Knott, doing well in that 36. One of Bradley Morris's old Pro Light. Hugo Reyes killing it. That's our points leader out there, 92. And then McClenathan and Gorski. That thing sounds sick. In a good way.
Yeah, no problem for Brandon Arthur out in front right now, but how about Colin right there?
Yeah, Mason's running a great race.
Yeah, Mason looking good.
Him and Kyle, both very young, talented drivers. Mason, part of the FNL Fuels team there in a Shell deal. That's pretty cool. Love seeing like a new sponsor came in for him this year.
We got the juniors out front. We got the vets in the back right here just doing battle.
A true vet. And then, of course, Gorski. He's got VP Race Fuels on the hood of that. It's really hard to really judge the times on the new track here. In the past, I've seen them in the 48s, 49s, but some changes to the track here where they used to go straight. So now with this turn here, it's added maybe a second, second and a half. I think that competition caution should be coming out pretty soon. Hint. Oh, look at this battle here in the back with Gorski and McClenathan. Oh, Gorski gets a short end of the stick on that one, goes wide. Had to get on the binders, caused him to squirrel out a little bit. Seeing possibly a competition caution coming out this next time, maybe. Peter training a new flag guy. There it is. The flag's going to come out for Brandon Arthur. There it is. Competition caution comes out. Times to re-rack and restack. So it's going to be Brandon Arthur in the Pro Open class. Mason Cullen leading the Pro Light with Kyle Knott, Hugo Reyes in third. Corey McClenathan fourth, and Jeff Gorski fifth. The field being collected behind that Toyota Tundra there with the General Tires underneath it. Big thanks again to General Tire as well as all our sponsors like Protect the Harvest, Lucas Oil, K&N oil filters, air filters. Don't forget K&N has whole house filters now, so you can get those. You can wash them instead of throwing away those filters and filling up our landfills. Optima Batteries, MAV TV, Yamaha, Cageworks, Polaris Razor. Green, green, green. It says Optima Batteries. Brandon Arthur out front, but it's Colin lead the pack of Hungry Pro Lights. All going for that FabTech money. I want to thank FabTech for being one of the great sponsors of the Pro Light class. Colin, Knott, and Reyes looking to take some money home, but Corey McClenathan would like to bring the money back to his team, as well as Gorski'd like a little taste of it. So here we go. So white flag is out. Arthur Colin and not, followed by Reyes. So Colin, not Reyes, looking to put it on the box here. There's Corey McClellan then coming around. One step off the box. So 2 jumps to go. 1 jump to go. 1 left turn. 2 bumps. A hump and a checkered flag. Yamaha says, Brandon Arthur, you won the Pro Open class. And Mason Colin takes the FabTech Pro Light in that Shell VP number 5. Followed by, looks like the K&N back machine there of Kyle Knott. And then Hugo Reyes, the American Wrap Company.
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned. We got some awesome racing action going. Over 170 entries, over 31 Junior 1 karts. The future of the sport is strong. You couldn't get better racing conditions, so stay tuned for some awesome Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series.
Bushwhacker is the leading brand of fender flares, and we've been doing just that for 50 years. Bushwhacker's drive to make superior products stands the test of time. Brands this experienced don't survive by cutting corners or dodging hard work. Combine sky-high ambition with a splash of good timing and see what makes true innovation. Bushwhacker, the original fender flare.
Check.
All right, so we'll get our Pro Open driver, Brandon Arthur. Come on up here, Brandon. You absolutely can. All right, I'll get up there. I'll cruise over to this side though.
No, that was the only reason I'm up here.
That's the only reason he signed up.
That's the only reason I came up here.
So some competition out there, as you could imagine. Great run for you coming out here. Tell us a little bit about, the interest to come out here and getting ready, I'm sure, for Reno. And, yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah, I definitely got to give it up to Poppy and Lee and the whole Lucas crew, all the safety guys, all the track officials for coming out here. It's a hot one out here today, and, I really got to give it to them for, putting this on for us. I know it was a last-minute race for them with the schedule change and everything, but, they did a great job of getting everything together, and, we definitely wouldn't be here without them and all the safety guys. Thank you guys. And, we're out here trying to get it dialed in for Reno. We struggled a little bit in Mexico, and we're just trying to get it figured out, and kind of got a little bit figured out today, and also ran into some problems that we know we got to fix. So all in all, we're here for seat time and learning, and that's what we came out here to do.
Yeah, great little test session. Who would you like to thank in your corner?
Definitely got to thank my mom and dad. My uncle was spotting me, all my friends and family that are here, my girlfriend's here. We're all out here sweating and, working and helping each other out, and I definitely couldn't do it without them. And Mav TV, Toyo Tires, Stronghold, KMC, Fox Shocks, all those guys, thank you. And really got to give it up to Lee and Poppy. Thank you guys again.
Hey, thank you for putting on a show out there, having some fun, showing us what it's like to get around this Glen Helen track. That is Brandon Arthur taking home your win as we'll switch some gears here. And we're going to get our Pro Light drivers, Hugo Reyes, come on up here. Kyle Knott and Mason Colin. Woo! Dude, I would have caught you, bro. So Hugo Reyes, the third, joining us here in that third spot. Hugo, great to see you up here, man. Look like you're having some fun out there.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. This weather's ridiculous, man. That's good old California for you, but I wasn't sure what was overheating, whether it was me or the truck, but one of us were getting hot, dude, and I think it was both of us, actually. But shout out to all my crew, my friends and family, and my girlfriend Jill that comes out, and my uncle Edgar got here kind of late, but he put his head down and got this truck ready to go. I was doing good, keeping consistent. My spotter did a great job, Anthony. And all the sponsors on there, man. American Rap Shop, Baja Junkies, DC Shocks, DJ Customs, Ultra Wheel, Ryan B, everyone else that supports me. It means a lot to me. We're the points leaders. We're doing good right now. 2 races to go. So now we're just counting them down, and it's not over till it's over.
Yeah, it's great to see you out here having some fun with it. That is Hugo Reyes, the third, as I'll jump on down here to Kyle Knott. Kyle, man, great to see you. And, dude, good run out here. You guys are putting on quite the show.
Yeah, thank you. I was giving it all I got, trying to catch Mason, just getting good seat time and getting more comfortable in the truck. That's all I need, and hopefully we can go out and compete with the national guys and still compete at the regional. It's always fun here. It's always fun hanging out with the family and just a family-oriented race. So it was a good race. I liked it.
Yeah, taking some great strides here today. Who would you like to thank?
I got to thank my mom and dad, even though they're not here. They always help me out, make sure I'm doing good. And all my family that comes out, they always make sure I'm good too. And then K&N, Maxxis Tires, Maxima Racing Oil, Competitive Edge, Jared, Competitive Edge, always helping me, making sure my motor's dialed and the truck's dialed. Everyone else, thank you.
There you go. That's Kyle Knott taking home second. And Mason Colin, man, got to feel good. Let's see how much you got there. Dude, $600. That feels pretty good here. Nice way to wrap up the weekend. Anything planned for Sunday?
I'm probably going to go sit by the pool. It's pretty hot out here. But I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, F&L, Shell, Rotella, Pennzoil, EWR, Heatwave, Mickey Thompson, Method, and everyone else who gets out here and helps me. Really appreciate it. I really appreciate the track crew. They battled the heat today, and it was a pretty good track, and it held moisture, so I'd got to give it up to them. And then everyone else is up here, Hugo and Kyle. It was a fun race.
Yeah, it was great to have you up here, and thank you for putting on a show out there in the red and yellow. That is Mason Colon taking home your win right here in your Pro Light main event, the final race here for round number 6 here of the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series, presented by Kart Tech. Big congratulations to Brandon Arthur, Mason Colon, Kyle Knott, and Hugo Reyes III rounding out the podium in 3rd. And we want to thank FabTech for their continued support here. So the big money going out to Mason Colon there, 600 big ones. And so that's going to do it here. We appreciate you guys joining us. Be sure you guys tune on in to lucasoilregional.com for all your up-to-date information from each and every round here of the Lucas Oil Regional Series. Again, we want to thank Attain Media, our whole staff and crew, for certainly making this wheel go round, and all of our wonderful families that come out here and support each and every round. We thank you, too. And safe travels to you this weekend. On behalf of Dave Arnold, I'm John Simonovich. Have a good evening.
Hey, Dave Arnold out here for the Lucas Oil Regional Off-Road Racing Series. You guys got to stay tuned.